In this video, I'm going to show you my fastest way to get trait tokens. I've already made a video on, in general, the way you get celestial traits easily. So I'm gonna show you how I speedrun Infinite and how I get 5,000 trait tokens every hour. Now, these trait tokens help me a lot because celestial on like these characters are very necessary, and I'm also gonna talk a bit about the fastest wave to go and get trait tokens solo, because in my last video it was I didn't really test anything, so now I have concrete like testing. This is not like a tutorial, it's just how I do it. So good infinite characters, yeah, there aren't a lot of good infinite characters, if I'm being honest. You can use Freyrin, you can use Madoka, you can use Kurumi, maybe even Sid, maybe Kokushibo, maybe Broly or Gilgamesh. You can probably get away with using Asta or Accelerator, but the good ones are like Garo and Sukuna. Kirito was used before, and Shadow Monarch was also used before, I believe. And Shadow, Garo and Sukuna are okay, I guess. Other than that, there aren't a lot of good infinite characters. You might be able to get away with Rimuru or something. Maybe Megumin or Todoroki. In general, just characters with good AoE. Alright, so my setup is 3 divine cards with 49.3% assist cooldown reduction. So the max you can get is 50% without a traits. So I'm missing 0.7%. I'm basically using everything I can to just get assist cooldown reduction. I'm not even getting cooldown reduction right now. It's just I focus up assist cooldown reduction and then as much cooldown reduction as I can get, with the other stats not mattering as much because basically you one-shot everything anyway. I use Garo as a main with Celestial trait, and then I reset into Sukuna with Godspeed. Now, Godspeed is actually really important if you want to do what I do and get 5,000 trait tokens an hour. And then I also have Sukuna with Shadow Sukuna as an assist with Celestial. So basically I have 2 Celestial and 1 Godspeed because Godspeed is on my main, and this makes my assist cooldown reduction get 15% more percentage and a bit more cooldown reduction as well. It's a lot of assist cooldown reduction, and this makes me able to cycle. One thing I see people do is use Sukuna and not using Godspeed. If you're using Sukuna, you basically need Godspeed. Otherwise, it won't be that fast. It's probably gonna be even faster using like Kurumi or some damage dealer. In general, if you're playing in a party, using a damage dealer like any damage dealer that is gonna late game like Freyrin or Kurumi or Madoka, good AoE and good damage, is gonna be better than using Sukuna or Garo. But yeah, let's just show you how I get 5,000 trait tokens an hour. Like I showed in the last video, first I do is resets. I actually do use the 5th ability and assist. This is to kill enemies while I do reset, and then I have a cycle. At wave 10, you get about 0.77 trait tokens per second. I continue like this. I use assists, both assists and the 4th ability every about 7 seconds, and I cycle like that. At wave 20, I actually get less than at wave 10 per second. I get 0.7. This is because the trait token gain is the same while the rounds go slower. There are more enemies that spawn a bit slower. And at wave 30, I get even less. It's the same amount of trait tokens per gain per wave, but even harder to do it quickly. So it's even slower. One thing I do is I do have some downtime where I don't have any skills at all. And even then, I try to get that downtime between waves, so I always kill enemies. And wave 40 actually goes back up again. I get more trait tokens now per wave, so I got 0.73, still less than wave 10 though. And at wave 50, it's the same as wave 10 per second, so it's at 0.77 trait tokens per second again. My cooldowns are basically 22 seconds, and the assists last for a bit longer than 6 seconds, same with the 4th ability, so I have a few seconds of downtime. I try to get those downtime seconds when I don't need to kill them. You see how the only thing that matters is insta-killing everything as soon as the last enemy has spawned through that wave. So I can have some downtime between the wave spawning and the first few enemies spawning, because those I don't need to insta-kill. I only need to insta-kill the last one and then all the others together. And at wave 60 I already passed the wave 10 mark, and from here on out it's going to be more and more. 0.83 trade tokens per second at wave 60, 0.91 trade tokens per second at wave 70, and wave 80 now you got 0.99 trade tokens per second. Basically I got one trade token every single second, basically. And then at wave 90, I passed that mark. I get 1.06 trade tokens per second. And every single enemy here, I still one-shot. And I'm pretty sure if you're level 151, even if you have trash cards, I'm almost certain you're gonna one-shot here. Basically, every single wave from here on out increases the HP by about 80%, give or take. The boss HP and the mob HP from 10 waves apart. And at 100, you also get a lot of trade tokens, so I get 1.15 trade tokens every single second, which is really good. So I believe you can one-shot here. So from this point, you should be about the same time if you have my strategy of Godspeed and just focus assist cooldown reduction. As long as you have the same cooldown on 4th ability and assist, or you have a faster cooldown on 4th ability, you can cycle it very well and just speed run this way. This is sped up 2 times, but doesn't really matter. I show you the full footage anyway. At 110 you get 1.23 trade tokens per second, and 120 you get 1.30 trade tokens every single second. You still go up, and about here you don't one-shot them. Still the skill will kill them, though you don't one-shot them. So you might not have the luxury of waiting a bit with the downtime, and there I messed up a bit. You have to use it, so you literally just kill the enemies instantly when they spawn, because it's not instant anyway. At 130, I got 1.36 trade tokens a second, still going up because it's still very fast to kill these, but you can see the pace slowing down from before because the enemies do have a lot more HP, and I start using to use regular skills to kill them because they don't die otherwise. At 140, still going up, 1.42 trade tokens per second, which is really good still. And then you can just see one assist or one move basically just goes for one wave, and in the earlier waves it went for 3 waves. That's how much HP they have now. And at 150, below 10 minutes still, I get 1.46 trade tokens. Now that's really good, and I basically always go to 150 because that's under 10 minutes. It's really an easy, and now after 150, the enemies have so much HP, the assists barely kill them. The HP is a lot, my assists are not that strong, and I need to just focus up. Before 150, I could stand in the middle and just AFK there, just press a lot of buttons. But at 160, I still got the same amount at 1.46 trade tokens a second. So it's not worth it to go for it, and from here on out it's gonna be worse and worse. This way I get 5,000 trade tokens an hour if I stop at 10 minutes per 150 waves. Yeah, that's gonna go beyond 5,000. Get to 150 tops basically, and if you have less damage, my main stats right now are 460,000. If you have less than that, then maybe go for 140, and if you have a lot less than that, maybe 130. If you're solo, don't go past those waves. If you're in a party though, you will be able to save moves so everyone can clear faster. It's going to be faster clearing than solo. It's also going to be a lot more damage than solo, and the HP does not increase, so you're going to have a lot more damage. Going to, well, it depends on your team basically. Going to 150 for some teams, if you don't have good players, will be the best. And if you have somewhat good players, then going to 180 is going to be the best. If you have really good players with good damage and you cooperate to time assists well to clear fast, and then always only have damage dealers, maybe 190, even 200 is okay. But going past 200 is not going to be worth it. Yes, the trade token gain is higher, however, you spend more time, so it's not efficient. I have not tested that, but this was more of a like how I get 5,000 trade tokens an hour and what wave you should stop at to do that. Subscribe if you haven't. Check out my spreadsheet if you need any information about characters, fruits, or pets, or anything, because I have a lot of information there. Join my Discord server if you want to talk there, and I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.